Hey y'all, good to see you on the Mr. Dig channel. As always, we're out here at Atomic Sand today. I'm out here with my best buddy, Terry. We're going over our plan for this slip and slide. So I think we're gonna do it, guys. We've been pondering over it and pondering over it for months, but I think it's go time. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna kind of walk around and get us a game plan so that we can begin this thing, because it's gonna be a pretty big undertaking, man.
Yeah, big.
This ain't no little deal. Matter of fact, I just got off the phone with the plastic people, and I told the dude, I said, hey, it's probably the craziest question you've got today, or maybe this week. And I told him what we were doing. He's like, hell, that's the craziest question I've got ever. But he was all about it. So he jumped on he's jumping on a quote to get us some plastic quoted out. One thing I do need y'all's help with, me and Terry, we're trying to figure out what mil plastic to go with. We got what, 6, 10, all the way up to 20. Yeah. And you know, of course, the thicker you get, the more expensive it gets. But what do y'all think? What mil do we need to run down through here for this slip and slide? Just off the top of my head, I think 10.
Yeah.
Probably would do it, but I don't know. Y'all drop it in the comments down below and let me know. But we're gonna go for it, guys. I also contacted the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't know if I even told you this.
Yes, you did.
But they accepted our application, sent 30-something pages of rules and how to verify that you actually did it. So we're gonna have to read through that, but we're gonna go for it, y'all. All right, Terry, so we're down here at what'll be the end of the slip and slide. So we're gonna start way up yonder, and this is gonna be the ending point. So what you thinking, Bubba?
Well, I was saying that two different ways here. We're gonna try to keep it maybe a little straighter at the end and go off right here. I'm gonna keep it at the height of that berm. Yep. And move the electric cord out of the way, of course. Yep. And send them off there, or we can turn it a little bit more and put them off here, give us a little more footage this way. Gotcha. And then that way we'll be able to take a little pontoon boat, come over there and pick you up out the water and that kind of thing. But this is where I'm thinking about ending about that height. But after you come off the slide, should be about 10 or 12 feet to the water. It won't be a big splash, but it'll be a little splash.
Be a little splash. I think that'll be perfect, and then we can easily get them out on the beach right there. And then I guess we'll just take maybe an old farm tractor and trailer and take them back up to the top. Is that what you're thinking? And
throw them back up
head back on up that way.
I'll feel I mean want to come down it. Well, one right after the other.
Are you gonna go first, or you want me to go first?
You're probably gonna have to do that. I don't know. Might get a beer or two. I might have to take my old ass down.
There you go, man. We're gonna have an absolute blast. And then something else we're gonna go ahead and do in a minute. Eric's got a project down in the shop, and he's waiting on us to get down there. I'll explain that whole thing once we get down there. But I think Terry and Eric got a really good plan of how to actually make the actual slide, the ditch
contour for it.
Yeah, the contour. And then we just need to lay our plastic in it, and then figure out which pump we're gonna take up top.
How many gallons of water you want to throw them down the hill at? The more gallons, the faster they gonna roll.
If we hook that dredge line up there like you was saying, they gonna be coming down this thing, man.
They'll be moving on,
hauling ass.
Yeah, 6,000 gallons a minute. It's gonna kind of push you a little bit, especially on the inner tube.
And they might end up over there in the woods if we turn that thing on full blast.
Yep, it'd definitely be a ride.
All right, so talk to me about your plan here, Bubba.
Yeah, on this side, after we get that finished over here, come around, we've got everything leveled out. We're gonna try to take this thing and do about a 3.5 to 4 foot actual slide. It's about 3.5 foot, about 3 foot deep.
3 foot deep, okay.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna run up this road here and make these curves back this way, that way, that way. And there'll be a lot of curves and a lot of slope. It's 100 feet of elevation fall from up there.
That was what I was trying to figure out when we did the initial walkthrough, was how many, what kind of elevation drop. So 100 foot.
100 foot, yes,
over 3,000 foot. Okay, that should be perfect. That way, you know, I don't want people getting killed on this thing either. So that's a kind of nice, you know, gentle taper coming down through there. I think
now that does not count what we're gonna do at the top where we start.
Okay.
How high you want me to put them in the air when they come down to get the initial start when they hit the water. So,
that's right, because we've got that huge berm. I don't know how well y'all can see it on the GoPro, but we've got a huge berm up there around the starting point, so we could have a little launch pad, couldn't we?
We are definitely gonna have that. Yes,
gonna have a launch pad.
Yeah,
I'm excited, man.
Yes, sir. It's gonna ride.
It's gonna ride. This is gonna be cool.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, we're gonna ride up to the very top now and get a look at the starting point. But if y'all remember the video I did not too long ago, when was that? Back in the winter time.
Yeah.
Back in the winter time, at least we got some grass growing on our berm here, and I think the little old lady might have called a couple more times, old Terry, but we ain't heard from her lately, so maybe not now that her green little hillside has got grass on it back here, she'll leave us alone. But we got the Hyundai 330 down there in the mine site, digging some kaolin. Got the big Komatsu pushing material down to the dredge, and that's where we're headed to, right over there, folks. Let's go check it out and see what we can do about the launch pad. All right, we had to make a quick little detour. Terry's meeting with his concrete guy. So this is the building I showed y'all months and months ago. We've been trying to get power turned on here to this building, but we're having to run off a generator right now because Aiken County has not been helpful with this at all. So I bought this little 2-acre parcel that had 3 buildings on it. Well, 1 building. The other 2 were already falling down. I mean, you could see it on Google Maps or the tax maps or whatever. The roof had already fallen down. They had demolished themselves, basically. So anyway, I went to Aiken County. I was like, hey, I want to get power turned on at my little building I bought. But they have made me jump through so many hoops, y'all wouldn't even believe it. We had to do a stormwater plan. And then I got in trouble because I didn't get a demolition permit for tearing the houses down. Well, I said that they already were torn down. They fell down. All I did was come in and scoop them up and clean them up. Now we got to have the tax assessor come out. It's just turned into a nightmare, all just to turn on some stupid power. But anyhow, I'm not gonna go there in this video. This video, we're gonna talk about the fun we're gonna have this coming summer with our slip and slide, man. I'm just super stoked about this thing, and I think what I'm going to do is just have it for the employees, for all the companies. This is going to be an employee picnic kind of deal. I can't let it get out of control because, well, it's a huge liability. You know, I'm not going to be able to just let the general public in here, so I think we're just going to do it as that, just an employee picnic. Everybody come out, eat some barbecue, and have fun. The other kicker is we've got to figure out is how we're going to get around the safety folks. So hopefully none of them watch my channel. But, you know, this is a mine site and we are under MSHA, which is the mining safety health, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully they won't be too much concerned with us having a little bit of fun. But nonetheless, I gotta kind of take that into consideration. So we're going to have to block off certain roads, kind of keep this whole little fun project separate from the actual mining activities. But it looks like Terry's almost wrapped up talking to his concrete guy. They're going to put a little porch around the outside of the building here. We're going to put a shed on the back of it so Terry can put his barbecue grills, because that man loves to barbecue. Have his barbecue grills out here. And I mean, look at this view we've got right here, guys. Isn't this place just gorgeous? You can see the sand plant down there. Pretty turquoise blue water down in the actual mine. It's just one of the most beautiful spots in the area. So I can't wait to have some barbecue going up there on the grill, drink a cold beer, and just sit here and look out over the horizon. All right, Terry, so we are up here at the very beginning of the super slide. So tell me ideas on your launch pad, because when I rolled that wheel up here to get 3,000, I was right there in that corner somewhere. So we know. So the other thing too is we had to beat, it was like 2,200 and something feet for the world record. We said, hell, why not just go ahead and blow it out of the water, and let's go 3,000 feet. So that's the 3,000 foot mark right there. So what you thinking up here, Bubba?
I had to move that away back a little bit down that way.
Right.
So I think right there was about 2,800 feet from where I actually got going in the water.
Okay.
So I was going to bring this down, contour this around a little bit, and we can even extend it out and have just fall from the top of this.
Yep.
And after I get it all graded and pulled down, and then hit this and then go on down. So it just gives you a little more fall, and then the curve to start with, and then go down there, and then the road curves back, and then of course you can see how many curves it's going to have in it. And
that's gonna take a little bit of time, like just to get down there, because that's a long way, man. That might take a minute.
It is. It's gonna
like a literal minute to get down there. That's gonna be a fun.
It's gonna be a good ride.
Fun ride, man.
Like so for the more adventurous, I can turn the water up.
Yeah.
And you can really take a
send them.
Exactly.
So we'll start somewhere in this area right here, and just like Terry said, just kind of taper it off, bloop, get into the trough, and then off you go. And the other thing me and Terry was talking about too, going back to the thickness of the milled plastic, the last thing we want to happen is we use it a couple of times and then it rips, and we got all these people out here. Mainly we can't disappoint the bikini girls.
Exactly.
I can't have a bunch of girls standing around here in bikinis with no slide. So that's why we might spend the extra money to go with a little bit thicker plastic, but I still don't know what that correct thickness is gonna be. So
I think the best thing, I might just go see if I can find some different plastics and see if we can actually put our hands on it before you really can tell.
And then I guess we're gonna use my idea was to use inner tubes.
That's gonna be that's gonna be the best thing to do,
because I bought a bunch of inner tubes.
It's still not, even though we got a plan down there to get it as level as we can, we're gonna put it on soft sand. You still gonna have ups and downs, so it'd be rough on your back, so you definitely gonna need a cushion to go down on.
Okay, well, so, I'll buy some more inner tubes, but I can picture it in my mind now, Terry.
I'm telling you,
that is gonna be some kind of fun right there.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a ride.
It is gonna be a ride for sure. I figured we'd ride around here real quick, y'all, just to give you a real good side view of where the slip and slide is gonna go. And I just can't help but feel this is the perfect spot to do it, because look at the nice elevation change you got going down, and you got some curves and stuff in there. I just think it's gonna be so much fun, dude. I cannot wait to get this thing built and try it out. Hopefully everything goes well, but if y'all have any ideas, please put them in the comment section below. Anything that could help us, you know, whatever. If you think it's a crazy idea, well, the whole thing we're talking about is a crazy idea, so don't hesitate to drop it in the comment box below. But that is a long stretch of road right there, but I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. So Terry was just talking about too, so it's not that it's going to be boring at all, but just so we don't have one continuous grade and people are just kind of like, okay, I'm ready for this ride to be over. What's your idea down there, Terry?
As you see the contour changing some, and then like a couple dips just kind of come up a little bit like that. Gonna leave them in there, and just that way when they're going down, they're picking up speed, they'll kind of jump over that, or it'll be a little more of a bump and move you around. And I'm gonna put several of them all the way up through there, especially on some of the curves where it'll kind of pick you up and throw you around at the same time. So
I agree. I think
it'll give you a little something to hold, you know, think, well, I got to hold on for.
It's all about the experience.
Exactly. Yeah. Have to hang on for the ride.
I like it, man. All right, well, let's ride down to the shop, I reckon, and see what Eric's conjuring up down there.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there's Terry's, or one of Terry's grills. Didn't you say you getting your other big one fired up? What'd you call it?
I just said Godzilla, but I think I'm gonna name this one's Possum, so I'm gonna name that other one, so I'll be able to name it Fat Possum.
Fat Possum, I like it. We're gonna get them juggers smoking here come soon. There's trouble. Hey girl, what you doing? What you doing, Miss Bristol? You looking for some more sausage, huh?
Yeah.
Eric, how we doing, bud?
We're doing good.
Good to see you, my friend. Damn, that's a chunk of steel right there.
I got Junior wetting the road.
Heck yeah. All right, so Eric, explain the plan to us.
I don't really know.
Yes, you do. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants around here, but you know, the guys had the idea to take this big piece of steel, and we're gonna cut this line that Eric's drawn right here. This is gonna create our ditch going down through the slip and slide. And you even got it arched over there on the side, so that's gonna be kind of your little curb right there. We will drape the plastic over that, be able to put a little bit of dirt on it, maybe take some 1x, I don't know, some kind of lumber, something where we can fasten it.
2s or 4s or something, just every
just to kind of
like that right there.
Just something to button it down, maybe drive some stakes through it to hold that plastic down. We got a nice little trough down here, kind of concave, so all that water will stay right there in the middle. Now, how are we gonna mount this to? Y'all gonna put this on the skid steer, right? Isn't that the plan, or no?
On the traco.
On the traco. Okay.
We're gonna dig it in there and just kind of drag it through.
I gotcha.
We'll dig it. We're gonna take the skid steer and put regular white wash sand, and then this is just going to be to spread it all out.
Make it
give us that
like a
smoother
good
bottom.
contour.
Make it smooth and pretty. I follow you now. That should work out just fine there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it and just weld it to the back side of the Traco buckets and just roll your bucket straight down.
Okay.
Have your teeth straight down.
Yep. And just
And it, yeah, matter of fact, you just track, as long as the road's good and smooth, you can just track backwards.
track right down it. I don't see why that wouldn't work, man. What size steel is that?
3/4.
3/4 inch. Well, I don't think you got to worry about it bending.
No, that's what we're going to That was my point.
I bit thicker, so.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, let's
You ready to see some fire?
Yeah, let's see some sparks. All right, we need some straight lines, Eric. Now, don't get nervous because 100,000 people are going to watch this, okay?
I ain't worried about that.
You got steel toes on, Eric?
No, I'm fine.
Well, that thing's just about to go. Ta-da! That looks pretty damn good, Bubba.
I ain't quite as good as I used to be.
You've
Getting
done
old.
Yeah.
Ain't quite as steady as I used to be.
A lot better than what I could do.
Yeah, a little grinder to clean that up.
And I'm glad you got it wide down here at the bottom too, Eric. You know why? In case we have some fat bottom girls come out here want to
Big
ride the
bumps,
slide.
I
See, we don't discriminate
That's right. We don't want,
around here, you know.
don't want nobody to get stuck.
That's right. Yeah. If they get stuck, if they're 4 feet wide at the bottom, then maybe they don't need to be riding the slip and slide anyway.
I don't think they'd be walking in anyway.
No. Well, that turned out pretty good right there, didn't it, folks? Old boy's got a steady hand, man. I know I couldn't have cut it that straight. Took his grinder, got it all grinded down now. But we was talking, by the time this thing gets done dragging through the sand, it's gonna be smoother than a baby's bottom anyway. But that'll be just fine for what we need it to do.
It's a little loud.
It was a little loud. Not as loud as when that damn big old piece of metal fell in the shop though. So Eric has done built him an acetylene cannon. He's got a couple different sizes. I think right now we're gonna shoot the one that shoots the tennis ball. He said he's got one that's weighted, so we're gonna, hey, it's just a little Friday afternoon antics.
Exactly.
You know, gotta blow off a little bit of steam.
Exactly.
And two, y'all, before you ask, no, I have not got my gold salvaging equipment set up just yet. I brought the sluice box and everything over here, but there just simply aren't enough hours in the day to do everything that I need to do, much less everything that I just want to do. So Eric's also done filled one of these tennis balls up with just regular old silicone. That joker's heavy. Gotta be almost over a pound.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's pretty healthy.
So we got two loaded and two regular, but what Eric was just saying, he launched them the other day and it went clear to that post way down there. I don't even know if y'all can see it in the video, but launched it a hell of a long ways. But we about to see what one of the fully loaded, this is a full metal jacket
There you go.
tennis ball right here.
Exactly.
Let's see how far this one goes. And so this is the same principle. If y'all saw the video I did a long time ago with Aaron, he built a massive cannon. He built his just for sound, but same principle. We just fill up the tube with acetylene, and acetylene's heavier than air, so it all goes to the bottom. Use a little torch right here to ignite it, and off the tennis ball goes. You gonna do a regular one or a full metal jacket first?
We're gonna weight it down.
Okay. Oh, that is gonna fit down in there just perfect, ain't it?
And I got a bolt welded in it up here somewhere, so it can't go but so far.
You a high-tech redneck, Eric.
It's just tough getting it down in there.
Yeah. Trying to think of what jokes I could make right now with you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe you ain't done that in a while, Eric. Maybe that's what the problem is.
That's it.
He's sweating. He's taking out frustrations on something.
Yeah, he out of practice. Bristol, you better move out of the way, darling.
Yeah, you on the receiving end.
Has she heard the cannon go off before?
Oh yeah, she runs it.
Yeah.
I probably need to go ahead and open the door of my truck.
Yeah, so she can jump in. How loud? How loud is this little thing? Pretty loud. Earplug loud? Or finger in your ear loud? What? I gotta hold a camera.
I only got one ear, so I can plug you.
Yeah, you plug my other ear for me. So things just work out.
Yeah, it does. See,
things just work out. And Terry, I love you and all, but I'm gonna put this on the tripod because I really don't want your finger in my ear. Man, that thing went. It went through. Yeah, cleared the trees and went through the next set.
Yep.
Golly. Hey, I'm gonna go grab my earplug so I can hold the camera real quick. Cause was that a weighted one?
Yeah.
Was it?
We'll do an empty one.
Empty one next time. All right, let me go grab my earplugs.
All right.
Safety first.
Safety first, of course.
No, it makes it the hell. These noise cancel. They work good.
It don't take much, do it.
We'll try to push as much oxygen as I can out this time.
Okay. This is the non-weighted. This is the hollow point tennis ball right here. Yeah, I can't believe how far that daggum thing went.
I'll tell you, it goes.
I'm gonna try to follow it with the camera, but I think it comes out there like a bullet, man.
All right.
Fire in the hole.
That goes way over to the left.
Oh, God.
That one went further.
Yeah, it did go further.
I put a lot more gas in that one.
Yeah, that one had that. I felt that one in my chest.
And that wasn't even a weighted one.
Yeah, that has some thump to it.
Yep.
That thing was just drawing right over to
Give me the other
right
weighted.
over the top of the trees.
I'm gonna sure enough fill this one up too.
All right, here's your cramming stick.
Yep. A ramrod.
Ramrod.
Like packing a muzzleloader.
Yep.
Once you go down beside the ball.
So you need to weld your washer on the end of that or something.
I ain't gonna push it quite as far, so maybe I get a little more gas in there.
Fill her up.
But I didn't turn it off, so we good.
Yeah, now maybe it'll go straight down that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You got pointed that way a little too far. Looks like they curving that way, so.
You put a little English on it. That's what it was. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I made sure the combustion chamber had a heavier wall. All right, y'all ready?
Yep, fire in the hole.
There you go, straight down the road. There you go.
Boom. Good shot.
There you go.
It's still going.
All right, that white thing down there is 200 yards from here, so.
Okay. Well, that's
about 200 yards.
About 200-yard shot.
Yep. Ain't bad there.
Right down the fairway.
One more empty.
That'd have been a golf shot. You'd been Scotty Shuffler.
That's right. You just won the Masters. Give it to it. No, I surprising. You would think that weighted one would go a lot further, but shoot, that empty one went just about as far, about 150 yards down through there. That is cool, man. All right, hoodlums, well, we're gonna get on out of here. I sure appreciate you guys' help on the world record attempt of the slip and slide, and appreciate you guys for watching. So if you hadn't done so, hit subscribe down there, give the video a big old thumbs up. We appreciate you. And God willing, we're gonna make this thing happen. Other than that, we'll see you on the next video.